Welcome back to the Ark Survival Guide. Today we are going to show you all of the easiest locations to get black pearls on the Crystal Isles map. And you'll actually be very surprised to find out that most of the best places to get black pearls are actually floating in the air. I will show you tons of really safe and easy locations to get hundreds of black pearls just floating up in the sky in the Eldritch Island area. And as always, we'll show you map locations and GPS coordinates of each of the best places to get black pearls. I'm also going to show you some great locations to build a black pearl outpost so you can just keep harvesting hundreds of black pearls, storing them in your outpost, and fly them all back to your base all at once. Also, at the end of this video, I'll show you a hidden cave at the bottom of the ocean where you can get hundreds of black pearls really easily there too. If this guide helps you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications because we have lots of helpful Crystal Isles guides, tips, tricks, live streams, and Let's Plays coming your way really soon, and you're not going to want to miss any of those. So let's get started. So we'll start our Black Pearl guide for the Crystal Isles in the Eldritch Island, which is actually the easiest and best place to get black pearls, believe it or not. Now this is a snow biome. There is electricity everywhere. There are crazy crystals you can get element from. And we're up here at this location in the map, and there's all these water bubbles everywhere. Now most of these that are floating in the sky are just for decoration, but there are a couple like this one that actually have black pearls inside. This particular one is also full of electric eels and piranhas, so a lot of these have nasty fish that are going to come kill you. But this is probably the easiest black pearl location close to the coast. Now if you're on a flyer, which I think is a much better way to do this, you can fly over to this one, which is just a little bit further back in the woods, and it's actually surrounded by lots of good element crystals. And here's the location of this one. I am mostly going to show you black pearl locations that you won't have to fight off nasty fish inside these bubbles to get them. So we're right over here. You've got some nice easy slopes you can climb up to get into the bubble, and once we get into this bubble we're actually going to be underwater. Check that out. This is so crazy, isn't it? Now these bubbles are completely full of these clams that have black pearls in them, and all we have to do is just swim up and gather them and we can get all the black pearls we need. There's probably a couple hundred black pearls in this bubble alone, and as long as we don't block the respawns by building too close to this, they will actually respawn for us, so it'll be really easy to just keep coming back for more pearls. But look at that, we've already got 11 pearls from 2 of these clams, and there's probably 30 black pearl clams inside this one water bubble. Now you will get hit by this pulsating electricity, which will freeze you for a second, but it's not actually going to do any damage. So as long as there's no fish in here, which there's not any in this bubble, you're totally safe. You do have to be really careful swimming out of these, because the second you get out of the water, you're going to fall straight down. So shoot for a place where there's a nice little ledge you can drop onto, and then run away from there. Now if you want to make it even easier to get tons of black pearls in the Crystal Isles, you can just make a little outpost. Make sure it's a stone outpost out here, and make sure it's 10 foundations at least away from this little spot, and just get a storage box and a bed. You can teleport out here, grab all the black pearls, store them in the storage box, and then after you've got a ton of them you can come right back and pick them all up on a flyer. Do be careful though, because there's a lot of nasty stuff up in this part of the forest, and there's a artifact right here, so you've got to be real careful you don't get anybody else attacking you if you're on a PvP server. Now if you're flying through the Eldritch Isle and you're not as worried about making an actual outpost to get black pearls, this is another great spot. There are some Argents milling around out here, but this bubble is actually way up high on a mountain peak, and if you've got a flyer you can very safely perch on one of the spires sticking out of it, and you can just hop off your Pteranodon, just fly down right here, and you can just walk right into the water bubble, and there are no dangerous fish in here that I can see, so you can just grab all the pearls you need. You can actually pick up some good element crystals in here too, and then just walk right out and fly away. So this is a really great, easy spot to get black pearls on the Crystal Isles. And there's a couple more spots we'll show you that are very similar to this. Just make sure there's no Argents right around here, and be very careful to make sure that when you hop out of that bubble, you land on one of these rock spires and don't fall off the edge to your death. So here's that location one more time. Now here's another great black pearl location in the Crystal Isles that will let you just walk right into the water bubble and pick up all the black pearls you want. This is another place that's very easy to access only by a flyer, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing dangerous that comes up this high. So we are way up here on one of these outer peaks, and you could actually build a flyer base nearby and pick up a bunch of these black pearls and just store them inside the flyer base as long as you leave your Pteranodon out here. And once again, we've got lots of black pearls. We can just pick up all the pearls you need and hop right over to this edge where you've got your flyer parked and fly away to the next black pearl location. Now this easy black pearl location is a lot closer to the center of Eldritch Isle, so we've got all these huge crystals everywhere, and we're going to head right over to this spot, which has another really big water bubble just floating here, and there we go. This is another easy black pearl location that has basically no dangerous fish that usually spawn here. There's the location right there, and this one actually has a lot of black pearls, so it's probably one of the more plentiful bubbles with black pearls in it. And once again, you can put a flyer base nearby and just make a circuit to go through all the different locations with black pearls in them. Or you could even put a nice little base up here on this cliff. It might be a little safer than some of the other spots I've showed you. And there's a lot of good element crystals up here too. Now before we wrap up the floating black pearl locations in the Eldritch Isle, I'll show you one more location which seems to be the highest concentration of black pearls, but it is also infested with piranhas. Now if you've got a crossbow, you can deal with some of the piranhas relatively easily. I don't really recommend fighting the electric eels that spawn in some of these locations. But as you can see, there's tons of black pearls in here, but you will have to fight off all the piranhas in the process. But if you get into the bubble a little bit further, the piranhas will actually come and aggro onto you to attack you. You can take a couple shots at them as they're coming, but as soon as you get outside the bubble, they all turn around and run away. So you can take some pot shots at them and do some damage as they're swimming back away from you, and if you keep hopping in and out of the bubble, you'll have a much more easy time shooting them down without dying. But, you know, the electricity that shoots you every now and then might be a problem because you will get stunned here and there. So while I personally prefer really easy locations where we can just grab all the black pearls we need without a fight, if you want to get even more black pearls and you don't mind fighting off some piranhas, this is not a bad spot too. So now I'll show you a secret cave where you can get tons of black pearls on the bottom of the ocean, but it is a lot harder to get there and there's a lot more dangerous stuff to deal with. So I'll show it to you guys, but it's not really my recommendation. I think the Eldritch Isle's floating pearls are much easier to get. So I'll show you this other really cool location to get black pearls on the Crystal Isles, and it's a really cool location, but it's not necessarily my recommendation because we have to go pretty deep down in the ocean and there's some really dangerous stuff down there. But we're right here on the edge of the redwood forest where this river opens up into the ocean, and if we head straight down, I'll go ahead and spawn in a dolphin so we can swim more quickly. We're going to head right to the edge of the coast and we'll swim straight down where there's all these rocks cropping out, and if you look, you see all these really tall strings of kelp, all this big seaweed, and then if we head straight down below that, we've got a whole kelp forest really deep in the ocean. And on the very edge of that forest, right underneath where the coast is, you've got all these crazy rock formations. It's very element rich, and there's actually a lot of these element crystals down here. But right along the edges of this cave, we've got tons of black pearls. So all of these clams are full of black pearls. We can get lots of them down here. But you will need to be very careful down here because I've seen plesiosaurs and lots of anglerfish that spawn around here, and you will probably get attacked by stuff and chased around. There's also some decent silica pearls down at the very bottom, but if you haven't seen my guide on where to find the easiest and most plentiful silica pearl locations on the Crystal Isles map, I found some insane locations where you can get thousands of regular silica pearls, and that's in some very safe, easy locations where you barely have to go waist deep in the water to get them. So I definitely recommend checking that out. I'll put a link in the description and a card on the top of the screen so you can see that video if you're looking for regular silica pearls too. So those are all my favorite places to get black pearls on the Crystal Isles map. If you happen to know of any other great pearl locations, please drop a comment and let me know the coordinates, and let me know if any of these were helpful for you. Also, if this guide helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so they can find easy black pearls on the Crystal Isles map too. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe and ring that bell to enable all notifications, because we have so many helpful guides, tips, and tricks, live streams, and Let's Plays for the Crystal Isles map coming out really soon, and you won't want to miss out on any of that helpful information. So until next time, I hope you all have a great time exploring the Crystal Isles map, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. That helps us so much. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because we have lots of awesome new Ark videos and live streams coming soon, and you won't want to miss any of them. You can do so many awesome things in Ark, but it is really hard to figure out on your own. Check out the links at the end of this video to browse our huge library of fun, clean, and helpful Ark guides, tips, tricks, live streams, and Let's Plays. If you would like to earn awesome rewards while supporting this channel, click the join button or link next to the subscribe button to learn more about our new channel memberships. You can also join our awesome Discord community at the link in the description of this video or on top of the channel homepage. And if you want to see my wife and I play lots of other fun video games together, visit our other YouTube channel, The Console Co-op Couple, using the link in the video description or in the channel homepage. And now I want to give a shout out to some of the biggest supporters of this channel: Sabo0283, Cole Parmenter, Wolfgirl Be Like, Austin Nagel, Kelly Razjak, Black Silver Ride, and Emmy Fisher. You guys are all awesome, and we so appreciate your support. Now, if you'd like to be a monthly supporter and get a shout out at the end of our videos, check out the join button next to the subscribe button for more information about that. And for everyone else, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.